Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at Daytona. My name is Warren Keith. We're getting ready for the Grand Am Touring Cars Series. We got LMP3s and touring cars in today's race. 30 minutes on the clock will be our timer as we're getting ready for our first pace lap of only one, I believe. We got Daz on the pole, Ben starting second, Aaron starting third, fourth is Muttley, fifth is It's PT, and sixth is Rita St. James. Let me just check the audio real quick. It's PT, and sixth is Rita St. James. Let me just check the audio real quick. It's PT, and sixth is Rita. Green flag is out. Sorry about that, my mic was muted and I'm talking the whole time. Daz enters turn one. Good jump on the field. Ben, second place. He rolls down to the inside. Aaron looking for some moves as we head back to the touring cars. They're entering turn one. Back in the field, see Twindy just making his moves now. Looks like Zebra going to try to make a move. Thinks better of it. Falls back in line, but crosses it over into the hairpin. 3 wide out of the hairpin as we have Rita St. James off in the P3. So early troubles for Rita St. James. She's going to have to fight through this touring car field, which is not easy. Entering into the kink for the touring cars. This is the one to watch. Off the track. I think it's Progar that went off. Gathers it back up and now slides back into place. These touring cars are a tough one to handle on cold tires. Once they get warm, it's good to go. You see Rita now in the back of this trying to fight her way through. Oh, where's that? Not Rita. Someone's got another Union Jack car. Who's that? Oh, that's Daz. I'm sorry. My mistake. Saw Union Jack and I thought she was the only one. Daz was the one that went off. Now he's fighting his way through the touring car field. Should be no problem here for him to get by on the top end. As he flies around the outside. Heading up towards the bus stop. Dyson and weaving his way through the touring car field is Dez, as we got a bunch of cars missing the... Looks like flat out just got absolutely dumped. We'll see if that's a caution or not. As they head back onto the oval, let's see if that is a caution. Looks like we're still green at the moment. Battle for third place is Aaron and its PT as they head through the kink. Down towards the International Horseshoe. Aaron a little late on the brakes. Falls back in the line behind its PT. Down through the kink goes Aaron once again. Aaron, one of our new drivers. Newer into the league, just joined actually this year. And he's actually running pretty good. He's done pretty good in our support series races we've had, and he's actually done good in some of our normal series preseason races we've been having. Especially IndyCar, he did pretty good last night in that. Hopefully tonight he'll do good if he qualifies into the Camel GT preseason event, which is LMP1 in GTE. So through NASCAR 2, Muttley looking to size him up here, heading towards the bus stop. Down into the bus stop they go. Good gap. No one's really doing... Ooh. Oh, that was a bump and run from Muttley as they gather it back up. See if Aaron did gather it. He did. Surprising we haven't thrown a caution for some of these wrecks yet. But through NASCAR 4, Rita on the back end of its PT. Ben has absolutely pulled away from this field by about 5 seconds now as he heads down towards turn 1. Doing a very good job. Also one of our newer drivers. Really starting to show his stuff in this league. And it's only been in a few races since he joined, and he's already starting to make improvements. Would not be surprised, if any, if he's already on a team or will join a team before season 25 begins. Down towards the second International Horseshoe he goes. Let's check back on the touring car field, as it looks like it's spread itself out just a little bit, as indeed it has. Stay down in second place. Progar not too far behind, looking to size him up. Down to turn 1 they go. The Zebra has pulled a pretty good gap. Yep, on second place. So we'll take the ticker off for you. A little bit more spread out than I thought it was going to be. Honestly, I thought it was going to be a really close race throughout, but early wrecks have definitely toned it back a little bit. So through the second International Horseshoe, 21 and a half minutes, I'm sorry, left on the clock. Check back on our leader, Ben, in the middle of 3 and 4, NASCAR 3 and 4. Hugging that yellow line. It's PT second. Not too far back is Rita. She's kind of dropped off the tail end of PT. Just on the cusp of a draft. Muttley behind, and Aaron also there. Daz has worked his way up pretty nicely. He's still 26 seconds off, but Aaron, as you can see, is not that far up the course compared to where he got wrecked in the International Horseshoe on lap 1. So pretty good improvement for Daz as he's working his way back through. As the Zebra enters NASCAR 3. This is the battle right here. Stay down in Progar. Doesn't look like they're that close, but if the camera pans out, you'll definitely see they're relatively close on track. About a second separating both of them, as you see right there. Progar must have had a bad bus stop. He was there exiting it. Twindy a little farther back. So was Sean. I'm going to have to get used to this last name here. I'll just go with Rob. Rob also a little bit farther behind, and then flat out rounding out the rear 1 minute and 6 seconds off the lead. We'll stay with Progar and stay down, as it seems to be a relatively close battle, one of the closer ones on track. But you know what? They're not that far off the zebra now. So hopefully we're going to have a lead change, hopefully sizing stuff up as stay down, locking up the brake on the right tire. Definitely don't want to do that. Progar. So it's about 3 cars right here. Just on the cusp of being able to draft each other up. Count that 4 if you count Twindy. He's making his move. Definitely starting to make his way up. As you see right here. So he's not that far back. If he has a couple good laps, he'll definitely start reeling in Progar. So the zebra, leader of touring car at the moment. Aaron and Muttley still going at it. As they head through the kinks, the S's. Now down towards the International Horseshoe. Aaron really brave on the brakes. I'll give him that. Been seeing that a lot out of him. Early in the running here. Not even halfway yet. He's a little brave on the brakes. See how late he gets on the brakes here. That's just about where you want to do it. But in that first International Horseshoe, he's pretty brave on the brakes, trying to catch Muttley as much as he can. Just on the outside of the draft at the moment, about 2 seconds. Muttley runs a little wide. That's not going to help him out. Maybe give him a good shot off the turn, but that's not going to help him on straight line speed. We'll check back on them in a moment, but that is battle for 4th on track overall and 4th in P3. Back to stay down, who's trying to chase down the zebra. There he is right up the racetrack. Not that far up this racetrack here. You see the zebra entering the 2nd International Horseshoe, the West Horseshoe. Stay down not that far back as he locks up the brake again. Really on the brakes is stay down, trying to catch the zebra. If this battle gets closer and closer, it's going to be a good one to watch. Progar can't really keep the pace up. He's falling behind this pack a little bit. And there you see Twindy trying to reel him in. Twindy started dead shot on the field, so really trying to get this one going for Twindy, but he's made his way through the field of touring car pretty good. So we have another checkup on Aaron and Muttley. So they enter turn 1 again. Daz has really started losing the ground, though. Probably something in the car he's not liking at the moment. He's definitely fallen off the pace here in P3. But at the front of P3, it's getting tighter, so it's getting tight for the lead in both classes now. As you see Ben roll off, and there's PT. Just about 3 seconds now off the back end of Ben. So PT's put his head down. He's definitely trying to reel in Ben. Now you get too far back here at Daytona, it's not easy to reel someone in because of the straight line speed of the Ligier. But the Ginetta in the infield's an absolute monster, so watch for PT to gather him up through here in the bus stop. Excuse me. Oh yeah, gained it huge. 3 seconds now, the gap. And dropping and staying constant around 3 seconds and a tenth. No, 2 tenths. So he's losing about a couple tenths on the straight, but that's the Ginetta for you. But it's an absolute monster in the infield. Just checking back on Rob back here. He's actually under pressure now from flat out. This is the battle for shotgun. As they head down towards the International Horseshoe. Ben, not too far behind. Here is your overall leader. So here comes the traffic. Ben, a newer driver, to see how he does through this traffic. This is a battle too, so he's going to have to really learn to see if he handles this right. As a prototype driver, you want to go through the battle as quick as possible, but you don't want to ruin the battle, because they still are their own class in their own race. And he's not that far back off now. And this might be a chance for PT. PT's a veteran driver. Knows how to get around here on the prototypes. And Rita not that far back if something happens. Ben runs a little wide. So here he comes onto the back of the touring cars. You're going to see Ben on the high side. More than likely, there he is. See how he handles this. Touring car cuts him off. He'll probably jump down to the inside. He does. Does he try to stay behind the touring car? Does he take a chance? He takes a chance, gets by cleanly. Well done, as the touring car missed the entry as they're side by side, actually, to the bus stop. Brave maneuver. PT taken to the grass. Taking the Rita St. James line through the bus stop. Gets the job done. Speaking of Rita, she's the next one to come to these. And she's not going to catch him before turn 1, I don't think. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think she'll get him before turn 1. No, she won't. So back for the lead in touring car. It is actually closed up quite nicely. This is the closest battle on the racetrack for a major position. First place in touring car. The Zebra and Stay Down. See what Progar is. Progar is under fire from Twindy. So the touring car class is nice. You see the overall leader in the back of your frame there. So not that far away from this is the overall leader. Ooh, Twindy diving it deep into the International Horseshoe West. Now down to the most important turn on the racetrack, in my opinion. See how Twindy handles it. Handles it beautifully. And he's going to have a nice draft heading towards the bus stop. As the battle for the lead is really heating up side by side now towards the bus stop. Zebra's got the preferred line, but Stay Down outbreaks him on the outside, puts Stay Down to the point in touring car. Let's see if he can speed away here. I don't think the Zebra's going to let him go. I think the Zebra might be struggling on these older tires. Let's see if he can gather it back up and catch him back. Last couple laps from the Zebra have not been perfect, but they've been good. Stay Down just running an absolute amazing race, putting his head down, doing what he needs to do. There's your gap across the line. To head down towards turn 1. Stay Down a little loose. Ooh, the rear end almost coming out from behind him there. Good save by Stay Down. Two veterans battling out in touring car with about 12 minutes left on the clock. It's about about a minute 56 lap. It's about 6 laps left, depending on where the P3 leader comes through. Speaking of the P3 leader, let's check it back on him. PT, again, not letting him go. He's keeping him honest as they enter the International Horseshoe, now running lap 10 of the race as they're heading up to Twindy and Progar. As they head through the kink. See how Ben takes this. I know Progar's not going to let him go nicely, and he just shoves Progar off the track. Progar not going to be happy about that one. That was not a smart move by Ben. He could have waited just a little bit longer. Progar, now he's under fire from Sean. Here comes Sean. Is Progar going to get it fired back? No, he's going to keep looping it around. Come on, Progar, this isn't the end of the race. You're not celebrating yet. Gets it going again. Back up through the gears goes Progar, now having to chase down Sean, who's gathered it up. We got a spinner. Who is that? It must be Aaron. Indeed it is. Aaron losing it. Maybe there was contact with Muttley. That's an interesting development there. A lot of two-car incidents we've been seeing today, but no cautions have been called. There's the gap first to second as they head through the gears. I believe someone's joined the party. It might be Carlin. Take a look at your gap as they come across the line. It'll be about a second, just over a second, for your overall lead. Ben showing some class, but who is that? My lord. That was Twindy getting a little loose off turn 1. Almost drifting it through there. back at the front. This is where the battle is on track at the moment. Check back on touring car. I know that's pretty close as well. PT all over the back of Ben, smothering that rear diffuser. Is he going to make a move here? As they're actually closing up on the touring car battle, so 2 battles in 1 screen. Ben got a really loose exit off that turn entering NASCAR 1, but I think he's going to be able to hold it with the draft of the touring car. But here comes PT. PT, does he force a 3 wide? He does. Oh, he thinks better of it. He almost did, wanted to. But checks back behind Ben as they head down towards the bus stop. They're going to go inside of stay down. Stay down backs off the throttle. But that's going to let Zebra get to his bumper. We'll check back on that in a second. It's 2 battles through the bus stop. A Zebra now all over the back of stay down. Well, he got loose through the bus stop. It looks like he's actually dropped down just a little bit now behind stay down, but still a close battle in touring car. Eight minutes and 42 seconds at the line for your leaders. Working lap 12. Ben's been able to hold off PT in the infield, which, again, I'll say it again, it's pretty impressive in that Ligier he's doing that. Because that Ginetta is great through the infield here at Daytona. But that Ligier's just got that top end. Towards the dog leg they go. PT probably just sizing him up at the point. Not trying anything risky at the moment. Still has 8 minutes. But you gotta believe he's gonna want to get by him as quick as possible. A little bump to the rear diffuser for PT to Ben. Thinking about it, doesn't cut back to the inside. He's gonna roll right behind him through onto NASCAR 1 they go. PT, same position he was a lap ago. Doesn't have any touring car traffic, I don't believe, ahead of him. So possibly a move into the bus stop. Could it happen? Ben gonna cut off onto that yellow line, defend his position. Now he scoots back up to the wall for the braking zone. PT not close enough yet. See if he gets a good bus stop through this lap with the Ginetta. Gets a little bit of grass on the exit. See, that hurts his speed, but he's still on the rear diffuser of Ben. We'll see what Ben does. PT, like I said, that Ligier just got a little much top end. Just enough. Just enough to hold it off. 7 minutes at the money coming towards the line left on the clock. PT doesn't make a move. He does. He thinks about it, but shuts it down. Is Ben. He shuts that door real quick. Back through the S's they go. Ben still leading this charge. Touring car is still close. The Zebra has closed it down within 0.2 of a second for your overall lead in touring car. And the battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th is heating up quite nicely in P3. Heading back down towards the final turn on the infield course. PT getting a better run out of that final turn onto the speedway than Ben is, but just PT has nothing for him on the straight. He's going to have to do it in the infield if he's going to make the pass. He's going to have to try it turn 1 or one of the horseshoes. It's not going to happen here. Into the bus stop they go. Really deep on the brakes is PT. He's going to miss the bus stop. He's going to roll through, wait for Ben, but he's got to get it back on the throttle if he's going to do it. To not lose too much time, but he lost enough time to be legal. So 1.5 seconds now is the gap. I think PT just tried to get a little too much on the brakes. Not gonna lie, Ben was a little late on the brakes too. But that Ligier again has better brakes because of the top end it has. Across the line they go. So Ben back out to about a 2-second lead. I'm expecting that to drop off. We still got 5 minutes left, so I'll come back to this This is a great battle and all, don't get me wrong, but we need to check back up on this lead in touring car. And battle for the 4th and 5th in prototype. Aaron will not let Muttley get away. But in touring car, the Zebra out ahead of Stay Down again. We didn't get to see the pass, but it happened about a lap and a half ago. Down to turn 1 they go. Stay Down looking on the outside of the Zebra again. Runs a little wide, but he's going to cut back in. He's going to be all over the back bumper of the Zebra now. See if he gives him a bump and run or a nice little kiss. Entering the horseshoe, he doesn't. Lays it off. Slow in, fast out is Stay Down's approach right now. Now this battle is going to make me crack up. Aaron all over the back of Muttley. They've been battling all race long. We saw Aaron actually spin it, so Aaron has a little bit more speed in that Ligier at the moment than Muttley does in that Ginetta. Aaron a little loose onto the banking, lost a little bit of time on Muttley. But the battle for touring car is right behind him. 10 seconds back from this battle is Twindy. He's got past Sean, but Sean's under fire from Progar as they head down towards the first international horseshoe. Flat out entering turn 1, and Rob is exiting the final turn on the oval. About 3.5 minutes off the back of the lead. Lead has kind of dropped itself yet again, on about a second. Ben really late on the brakes in our turn 1, but he gets it woed up. Needs PT. There he is, right there. He's actually gained it back. So 1-9 by its PT. Very mature to miss that bus stop and stop. Some people would just keep going, but we told our drivers before the race to, if you miss the bus stop, just roll it slowly through and come back out behind the driver that you were following. Ooh, Ben must have had stability control or traction control kick on, because that car just almost stopped middle of the racetrack. Here comes PT. Does he take advantage? Not this time, but he's going to cut back inside. And here we go with about 2.5 minutes left on the clock. We're right back to where we were about 3 laps ago. But this time PT, he knows it's go time. It's check down. Get it done. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. 2 laps to go here, more than likely. Maybe 3. So not much time left in this race for these leaders. The Ginetta had a great bus stop. Here he is on the back end, PT. On the back end of Ben. Nowhere he's going to go in this draft. He's just going to have to hang right behind Ben and look forward in the infield. It's not going to happen on the speedway with that Ligier. Right in front of him, it's not going to happen. Hugs that yellow line, knows it's where he needs to be. Battle in touring cars, we're heading down to 1.5 minutes. Still spicy as they head through NASCAR 2. Stay Down on the back of the Zebra. So I'll Stay Down past him earlier in the race with about 15 minutes, maybe less, left in the race. And then Zebra has gotten by Stay Down just a little bit ago. They head through the bus stop. That's probably a side-by-side battle for the lead, or just about. Nope. But it was down to about a 10th. And now it's almost back to a second. PT had a terrible international horseshoe. Probably made a move, didn't stick it. Now he's going to have to regroup and get it done with 1 minute left, so he doesn't have much time. And he knows that. I bet you he knows that. And they've got traffic to deal with. Traffic gets out of the way. Good move by the touring car. That's flat out. Good job by flat out. Very veteran move there. But PT didn't have to deal with the traffic all that much, so can he get it done next time by? Maybe the white flag? We got 30 seconds left. This could be the last lap. Regardless, let's see what touring car is. Touring car, this might be the last lap for touring car, definitely. As they're not going to make it back around to the line for the next lap. So this is the white flag lap. Ben on the banking. Final time, 3 and 4. He's going to hold off a vet, and it's PT. Ben is going to win the Grand Am Touring Car Challenge at Daytona. Well done by Ben holding off PT, but we still got a battle left on track. The Zebra in stay down, heading towards the bus up for the final time. Nose to tail. No question, stay down is going to try to make a move here. To the outside he goes. Zebra going to block off the inside to hold that line. Oh, it's going to get good. It's going to get good. Who's later? Who's got the testicular forces? Oh, it's going to be close. They're going to have a good draft. Side by side, possibly. Yes, indeed, they do. Side by side in turn 3. Stay down, high side drafting, all through the banking. This is good stuff. The Zebra trying to side draft now. Hold it on the inside. Off turn 4 they come. This is for the win in touring car. Ooh, they're going to have the last side draft. Down to the line. It's going to be the Zebra getting it done in touring car. Amazing stuff off the final turn. As that is a pretty close finish for Daytona, I'll give him that. Good stuff. Last drivers to finish. It's still Progar versus Sean, so we'll get a look on this. Ooh, and Sean loses it. And that's it for Sean. A little too much on the brakes. Entering the bus stop, see what kind of... He's not running any kind of assists, so that's probably what happened there. Car got a little loose on him with no ABS or traction control and lost the rear end. And Sean will be the last one to finish. Progar will grab 4th in class. And Sean will round out 5th, a top 5 for Sean in his first chance at touring car. And that will round out the field. But Ben, your winner today in the Grand Am Touring Car Challenge at Daytona in P3. And here come your results. Now, let's take a look at class once we get a chance to. Here's your LMP3 results, ignoring me. And here is your touring car results. Congratulations to the Zebra. Wow. About a 10th separating the two. Best lap in touring car was by Stay Down Killin, so no surprise there. Thank you for joining us for the Grand Am Touring Car Challenge. Hopefully we'll have someone in the booth for the Campbell GT Series. My name is Warren Keith. It's glad to be back in the booth. And we'll see you later here on the Sunday Cup League Racing Network. Have a good night, everybody.